It is time to make the sound to summon the stream. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome to what I am absolutely going to regret. Donkey Kong Country 100%. This will not be the first time I've ever 100% Donkey Kong 64, but it will be the second time. And I probably haven't tried this in close to 12 years. Hello, Cole. Hello, Annie. Don't worry, I'll unfreeze this in a second. Cole, first, quick update for you. The Gacha Projects update will absolutely be going live later today. I basically have to do work on like 3 maps and then make one small interior, and that's literally it. Every other new feature has been added, and there's a lot of them, including forced autosave. And hello, Annie. It's glad to have you here. I think I'll add Conker's Bad Fur Day 100% to my list. I've only gone through like a couple hours of that. Anyway, I'm going to need you two to help me dial in the audio level. That still seems way too loud. Here we go! This is the highlight of the stream. Audio seems fine on my end. Good. Is it balanced okay? Sounds good? Perfect. If anything, a bit quiet. Really? Okay. Let's try the level here. Is that a little better? Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm not going to say much here right away, because quite frankly, I'm enjoying this. She's one cool Kong, huh, DK! Donkey Kong has no style, he has no grace. This Kong has a funny face. Handstand when he needs to, and stretch his arms out just for you. Inflate himself just like a balloon. This crazy Kong just digs this tune. Huh! Oh, I hogged too early. I'm a disgrace. Oh god, I forgot about the orange grenades. One hell of a guy! Yes, Annie. For the last year, I have been running a project where I've been making a game in RPG Maker. and integrating as many suggestions from viewers and commenters as I reasonably can. If you want to check that out, I do that every Sunday, and all the VODs are saved. And whether you catch it live or just leave a comment, I'll see it, and I will be more than happy to do stuff. Alright, so Donkey Kong 64. This is another game by Rare, like Banjo-Kazooie, and is generally considered the point where collectathons went too far. And I cannot freaking wait. There is so damn much to get in this game. Alright, but let's appreciate the story first. Went too far? You'll see. Basically, more or less, we're going to end up having to do every single level in this game 5 times. Minimum. There's absolutely no way that DK64 still holds that record. Not after the Koroks. But imagine it this way, okay? Imagine if there were 5 different characters in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and a 5th of the Koroks only showed up for each character. So you had to go across the entire map looking for Koroks 5 times, once with every character to find them all. That's basically what we're going to be doing here. Although, thank the merciful gods, there's not 900 of them. These cutscenes are absolutely oozing with personality. I love it. I forgot there's actual voice acting in this.
Time for this moment. Soon, Donkey Kong and his pretty little island will be no more.
I also absolutely love it. I love it when you get to see places in these early 3D games that show up in cutscenes. It's so cool that I'm going to be able to go to this area toward the end of the game. DK got voice acting before Pokemon. I've always assumed one of the major reasons Pokemon doesn't get voice acting is because it has such an international audience. Like, at some point, if you want to do voice acting in Pokemon, you're either just going to have to accept to only do it in, like, 4 or 5 major languages, which is fair. There's plenty of games that do that. I'm just saying I can understand the reason, even if I don't necessarily agree with it. Alright, there's our home.
Gods!
My priority for today is going to be trying to get the characters unlocked, rather than actually trying to 100% any of the stages.
Take care of these pathetic friends. This time there can be no mistakes.
Oh, certainly they can afford it.
Say, we've already taken care of business.
I hope for your sake. You're right this time.
No.
While you'll be busy looking for your precious golden bananas, flea-bitten friends, I'll be preparing my lizard-flavored surprise.
As far as intro cutscenes for the time goes, this was fantastic. Squawk! DK! Come quickly! They're gone! They're all gone! Bark! Do. Okay. Jump, attack, gooning material, you know, just a normal type of house. Welcome to Donkey Kong Island. Squawk! Your precious banana horde and all the other Kongs have vanished! I can't find them anywhere, DK! You'd better go and tell Cranky the bad news, bark! I'm not saying DK can't have a picture of his girlfriend, but, like, maybe don't make it a full-blown pinup. Candy's not his girlfriend. That's what makes it creepy. Like, there's clearly an attraction there, but I don't believe they've ever actually had, like, an established relationship. Oh yeah, it's way worse. Alright, Cranky's Lab. This is where we're going to go throughout the game in order to learn new abilities and powers. Well, if it isn't my lazy good-for-nothing son. Lost your golden bananas again? And where might your flea-bitten friends be? You don't know, do you? I'd have thought you'd be able to smell the work of a reptile by now. Luckily for you, old Cranky's batch of homemade potions will give you all the skills you need for your silly 3D quest. But you're not having any until you've completed my training barrels. Now buzz off and come back when you've done them all. So Cranky's gonna be our dealer for this adventure. He's gonna give us all the good drugs. What did Cranky mean about trading? Donkey all confused. So this is going to introduce us to one of the big mechanics in this game, bonus barrels. These are things that you hop into and then you have short timed challenges. There are dozens of these and they range from laughably easy to almost impossible. But these ones are just tutorials. Scrap! Press C to dive underwater, then press and hold A or B to swim at different speeds. Pressing Z will act as a water brake to slow you down. Prove yourself by collecting the coin at the bottom. Bark! Okay. So B is slow. Whoop. And A is fast. Got it. From laughably easy to almost impossible. DK64 in a nutshell. Yeah, pretty much. Woo! Squawk! Pick up the oranges and hold Z to throw, and press B to throw them. Just throw 5 oranges and you're done in here. What? So, oranges are grenades.
Well done!
They're going to be very essential in some places. Cranky is supposed to be the old DK, right? Yes, that is correct. So, this game actually has a bit of an issue. Cranky had... So, DK is Cranky Kong's grandson. Cranky Kong was the original Donkey Kong 64 from the Donkey Kong arcade. Then Cranky Kong had a son, Donkey Kong Jr., who only showed up in the first Mario Kart and Donkey Kong 2, I believe. And maybe Donkey Kong 3. And then Donkey Kong Jr. was never seen again. So we're not actually sure what happened to DK's dad. So technically DK is actually Donkey Kong the Third.
Ah! Press B to pick up a barrel. Press B again to throw it. Pick up and throw 5 barrels to move on. What?
Yeah, the math games. I only know those exist because they were included in Animal Crossing on the GameCube. Animal Crossing on GameCube was so goddamn cool and ahead of its time for having full NES games inside of it. Not like any of the super big ones, but it had several. And that was such a cool feature. And learning our next skill.
What? Press A to leap from one vine to another. And R when holding a vine to face the other way. Press Z to drop from a vine. Now go and collect the coin at the end of the vines. What?
Do you know Wonder Boy the Dragon's Trap? I do not. There's Cranky DK, the second... Yeah, the second is Donkey Kong Jr.
Well done!
There we go. And given that we basically never have seen Donkey Kong Jr. after Mario Kart, honestly, at this point, I assume he's dead.
What? Hurry up, DK! Go and get that potion from Cranky and let's get going, what?
Now, there is one really good thing about this game in comparison to Banjo-Kazooie. There are no collectibles in this game that reset when you leave a level or die. So it's not going to be like the notes, thank God.
You took your time, Donkey. Jungle Rust sitting in yet?
Alright, so we are learning the Simius Slam, the Buttus Bashium. We got Cranky hooking us up with our first drugs.
Right. You and your missing buddies will be able to slam the ground by pressing A to jump, and then Z whilst in the air. It should get you out of this area. Oh, one more thing. I've got a real treat for you. But only if you bring me 15 banana medals. I think they look like this. I'll see you later, if you're lucky.
DK Jr. was also in a Mario Tennis game. Oh, that one I didn't know. Cranky Kong canonically fucks. Yes. Among the list of Nintendo characters that we objectively can prove have had sex, Cranky Kong is one of them. And so is DK Jr. There's actually a surprisingly small number of Nintendo characters that we can conclusively say this person has canonically had sex. Alright, so here's a switch. Boom.
Back in my day, I would crunch on some asbestos and then beat up my rival Jumpman.
Yep, pretty much. Alright, so here's our main hub world.
Squat! He's back, DK! King K. Rool's island is just over there. He must be the one who stole your bananas and kidnapped the other Kongs. I've taken a quick look around, but the only area that hasn't been blocked off is that island with a cave on it over there. What?
Oh yeah, Bowser. Bowser has also objectively had sex.
Find a similar numbered pad in the same area and press Z to banana port between the two.
So, every level has a series of 5 teleport pads, which we can use to teleport between different areas quickly. This is the barrel that we will use to switch between different characters once we get them unlocked. Over here, we've got K-Rool Island. We've got Banana Ferry Island over here. A couple smaller islands looking around. Baby Bowser looks the exact same as Bowser Jr. So, I actually do know this one. Bowser Jr. and Baby Bowser are canonically different characters. Classic Donkey Kong style, we have to worry about beavers and bees. Hello. So this is the only area that I can access for right now. True, some sharks under specific circumstances are capable of... God, what's the word? Parthenogenesis, maybe? Probably not the right word for a shark, but... this is how we unlock more levels. We go in here and we talk to this guy. Boo! Oh, hi. My name's Calebsy, and I've been locked in here because I would smash up some little island. But how could I? Such a lovely little island, full of cute monkeys. So I said no. K-Rool says I'm too soft to be a cribbling, and I'm just staying here until I've toughened up. And I'll do anything to be free again. Hey, little monkey, perhaps you could help poor old Calebsy escape. Oh, go on, I'll be your bestest friend. Yes, Donkey will help Calebsy. So, whenever we make this guy happy, he does a little dance. But because he's so big, every time he does a little dance, it causes earthquakes. And those earthquakes unlock more stages. And more importantly, oh, banana. Oh, Clumsy's so happy now. But K-Rool had taken the keys to this cage and given them to the biggest and most feared soldiers in his army. If you manage to get hold of any keys, please bring them back here to open my locks. Don't tell K-Rool though, this has to be our little secret. Alright. So, next thing I want to do is unlock a few other teleportation spots. Actually, I don't think I can unlock the teleportation spot here. We'll try. Nope, okay, okay, that's a pad. That's a thing for a different character. Oh, here we go. So, here is another golden banana. Obviously, you can probably guess this switch opens it. In order to open this switch, you have to shoot it with your projectile weapon. But only one character's projectile weapon can activate this switch. No one else can. Bonanza looks pretty different from what I remember. Yeah, this is actually the retro demake of Bonanza. You know, I think it's pretty promising. Welcome to the stream, Nario. Pretty sure there's a teleport pad here. Yep. Alright. Let's not waste any more time. Let's run into our first level, and let's actually begin showing off why this collectathon is going to be so rough. So, every level has a hub world outside of it like this. Over here, you dumb ape. I'm the mighty bee locker, and don't think for 1 minute you're coming in here without showing me some of your stupid golden bananas. If I disobey that fat old fool K. Rool, it's the big sawmill in the sky for me. So pay up pronto, and I can get my wooden butt out of here. So these will actually give hints about where to find some of the bananas and other things in the levels. From Wrinkly Kong, who featured in Donkey Kong Country 2 and 3, and who is now dead. My body may have passed away since DKC3, but I'm here in spirit to help you defeat those naughty crocodiles. I can use my supernatural powers to reveal to you and your friends where that rogue K. Rool has hidden some of your precious golden bananas. You can come and see me wherever you see my face. Don't be shy now, dearies. Alright, so, F's in chat for Wrinkly Kong. Come on, I haven't got all day. Show me the bananas and I'm out of this dump. And into the first level. Let's see how that fool Donkey Kong is progressing, shall we? That's right, my scaly friend. The ape hasn't even gotten his first banana yet. What? How did he do that? Very good, Donkey. But you'll need more than brute strength to stop me this time. Alright, welcome to our first stage, Jungle Japes.
DK, gather as many bananas as you can before going through one of these portals. Collect 75 or more bananas, DK, and you'll earn a banana medal.
Okay. So, let's start talking about our various collectibles. The first type are bananas. There are 100 bananas in every stage for each of your 5 characters. So 500 bananas. They are color-coded, so DK can only get yellow bananas. Other characters can only get bananas of their color. You have to get at least 75 of a character's bananas on a stage to earn a banana medal. So you also need to try and get 5 banana medals per stage. There's also, let's see, 2 banana fairies, 5 golden bananas. These are banana coins. They are also color-coded. So only DK can get yellow banana coins to pay for his skills. There's switches, which require a specific character's weapon to open. There are pads and switches, which only specific characters can interact with, and so on and so forth.
Hey, DK, help!
So our first priority is going to be getting Diddy.
Ah! K-Rool's minions have hidden 25 golden bananas around this area, but you'll only be able to find 5 of them without the help of the other Kongs. What?
So, yeah, that little cutscene, it starts before you step on this pad, and then it sets you in front of it. So you actually have to take a step back to activate it, which is really dumb. So you have to scour every single spot of every single level with every single character to find everything. And most of the time, when you find things, you won't be able to get them with the Kong that you currently have. So that is the main thing about why this is such a rough collectathon. It also doesn't help that you're dealing with Nintendo 64 era draw distances. Luckily, sometimes you find bananas in bunches of 5. That's a balloon. You have to shoot it, and you can only shoot balloons of your character's color. The other 4 characters could not shoot that balloon because it is yellow.
You need to speak to old Cranky before you can use this pad. I'll show you where you can find him.
Quill, the only ditty I care about is the one with the jetpack and peanut pop gun. There ain't no other ditty. Have some bad news for you. Red bananas do exist. So, a curious little fact. Most of the common types of produce that we are aware of actually have a very, very wide variety of wild cultivars. For example, carrots come in, honestly, just about every color there is. The orange variety of carrot we know most commonly is just one variety. So there are absolutely bananas of tons of colors. So, basically, this is another collectible. There's one of these per stage. You press Z on them, and it teleports you to a combat challenge. If bananas are radioactive, can you power a battery with a banana? Oh my god. So, it's a very small arena, and on top of being a small arena, it has no guardrails. So, that's nice and fun. Surfing is funky, but you know what else is funky? Staying strapped. And somehow, even though this is a 3D platformer, they still manage to keep the most annoying part of any platformer, enemy knockback. Oh my god. It also doesn't help that the hitboxes for your attacks are not always intuitive. And they're going to be different for every character. So timing your attacks can be really difficult. That was my first arena challenge. And it ran down the clock all the way to 0. Good night, Nario. Thanks for stopping by. I was able to beat Grunty and Rusty Bucket Bay, but struggles with beavers. Hey, don't you be underestimating beavers. Can I do backflips yet? Yes, I can. Any bananas? Yes, there are bananas. And here is Diddy. Also more bananas. Okay, for some reason, it was very delayed playing the Donkey Kong. You might need Funky's help to get me out of here. Okay, so 3 switches have appeared. Let's learn about another type of collectible in this game. Greetings. Snide's the name, revenge is my game. Did you know K. Rool's been working on his Blast-O-Matic machine and intends to destroy your island? I was the chief technician on the project, but that double-crossing lizard kicked me off his team because he didn't trust me. I'll try to help you stop K. Rool's machine, but you'll need to find me some of my original blueprints. I believe they were given to some of the king's toughest cronies, so be careful. For every blueprint you return, I'll give you one of those golden bananas K. Rool stole from your hoard. No blueprint, no banana. You never know. They might just buy you some valuable time. That's the deal, Kong. This isn't a game, Kong. Those blueprints are vital to us both, so please go and find some. Alright. So, there is, for every character, a special enemy on every level. You have to defeat that special enemy with that specific Kong to get that Kong's specific blueprint and take it back to Snide's HQ to get a golden banana. And that is one of the 5 for each level. When you get to the final dungeon, you're actually on a timer. The number of blueprints you bring Snide throughout the game determines how much time is on that timer. So they are really important. Hey Quill, I'm stuck in the game. Can you be more specific? It might be something I've already fixed. There is a big update that's going to be dropping today. Anyway, here's Funky. Funky sells me guns. Yeah. Alright, so he's gonna sell me a gun for 3 coins. I think I've actually seen that stage. Footage of it was put in the Pizza Time, but with DK64 font. Yeah. So, next new thing. We have guns. Guns can shoot. You can also go first person to aim more specifically. How do we back out of this? Okay. So every character has a different type of gun, and each gun only works on specific switches. There are also ammo crates, because you have limited ammo for your guns. The ammo crates are not specific to each character. But it's still best not to... I got Dragon Shift unlocked. Okay. Alright, you unlocked Dragon Shift. So, are you saying that you don't know what to do next, noob? Is that what you're communicating? So, there is a coconut switch here. But because of the draw distance, you can't actually see it from here. Well, you can, but barely. Does it still work? It does not. Okay. That's fine. Alright, noob, so you don't know where to go. So you want to head back into the mines, and you want to go through... there's an exit in the southeast part of the mines. You go through there, and it'll lead you to your next area. Alright, where the heck is the third switch? Need to find that third switch. It's very important. Also, while I'm here, I should shoot this. So these banana balloons give you 10 bananas each. So if you want to get all your bananas, you have to break them. And some of them are an absolute pain in the ass to get. There's the third switch. Yippee! Way to go, DK! Now that I'm free, I can help you by collecting red bananas! Also red banana coins! Also red blueprints! Also, I can activate different switches and buttons than you! Okay. Okay, we are up to 56. That's pretty good. So, first things first, we are going to be Diddy Kong.
What? Hello, Diddy. There are 5 golden bananas for you to find in here, too. What?
Okay. So, the first thing I need to do... I'm going to warp back to the start of the level. And I'm going to start gathering red things. I also need to find some banana coins for Diddy. Because I'm going to have to buy Diddy's gun as well. So I can start opening up stuff like over here. So there's some red coins over there. Here we go. 3 coins. That should be enough to buy my gun. Hey, Funky! Alright. Time for Diddy's weapon, the Peanut Pop Guns. Hell yes. Okay, so Diddy can now open switches with a peanut icon on them. So, once again, we're going to go back to the start of the level and look around. But we are also checking here again, because you may notice, you probably didn't see these red bananas before. You basically just have to scour every part of the level with every single character as you unlock them. Yep, red bananas. Red bananas. Hello. And what you are frequently going to find in this game is areas that have to be opened by one character, but contain things that have to be accessed by different characters. That's just going to be a consistent element of this game. Ow! Jerk. Like here, there's another switch gun that I can't unlock. There's another switch that I can't unlock. There we go. Another 10 bananas. That sounds annoying, but okay. Oh yeah. Yeah. If you are ever just watching this game or hearing me describe something about it, and you find yourself thinking, huh, that doesn't really sound good, or that sounds a little tedious, or maybe, huh, that sounds annoying. Yes. Yes, you are right. That is just the reality of this game. Okay, so there's... looks like we're going to need DK to open this door. But then you might have noticed that there's red bananas on the other side. So... I have to go back here, switch to Donkey, and shoot open the door over here. And once I shoot open the door, then we have the question of, do I backtrack immediately and switch back to Diddy, or do I just keep going, in hopes that maybe Donkey has some stuff in this way too? There we go. Oh. Never mind, that's the switch I already opened. Well, damn it. It also doesn't help that it's not immediately easy to differentiate between switches that have been activated and switches that haven't from a distance. Okay. Let's see. At least the hitboxes on vines are generous. That is something I can say about this game that's actually good. Okay, so I have to use the cannon for 2 more coins. Oh, right. DK never went back up here to get that banana. But it's okay that I went up here with Diddy anyway, because there were some bananas around this mound. Also, a peanut switch. Also, okay. So now we have a ramp. So this probably leads to a bonus challenge for Diddy. What is on top of the mountain? Okay. There's a balloon up here. Quill, also on my new save, the one I started when you released, by pure chance I got the other character I suggested, Slushy. That's great! Congratulations! Okay, so apparently that platform only stayed extended for a short time. I'm gonna try to stream for about 3 hours today. I wonder if I'll need Cranky's help in here. Okay, that seems like a pretty good indicator that I am not going to be ready to access that area. I'm also pretty sure this game has fall damage. Yes, good. I'm glad that I decided to test that somewhere relatively safe. Should I play the game? If you would like, it's... I mean, it's nothing, honestly, all that special. Okay, melon despawned. That's the Deltarune splat sound. I think what you mean is that Deltarune uses the DK64 splat sound. Okay, so more of the level will not unlock until DK collects that banana. So as soon as I unlocked Diddy, it was actually least efficient to immediately go use the character I just unlocked. Sweet. There we go. Now I've got some paths opened up. Hell yes. There is still a fair bit more I need to do in this level. Also, it takes several levels before you actually unlock all of the characters. I think it's not until stage 3 that you actually unlock the 5th and final character. So, unfortunately, it is absolutely impossible to 100% any of the worlds until I can at least get to the 3rd. Whoop. Okay. Here's one of the guys that you get blueprints from. But first, let's get the banana medal. Hello, sir. Big rhino sign. That one's got blue hair, so I can't do anything here. But... alright, there is my first banana medal for passing 75 bananas with one character. Any bananas up here? Not that I can see. So there's going to be a bit of a loop for every level that we go to. One of the first things we're going to try to do is to find the various Kongs in order to get weapon upgrades from Funky, skill upgrades from Cranky, because a lot of the collectibles on each level are not actually obtainable until you get those new skills and weapons and stuff. So let's get a new skill for DK.
I've perfected another of my potions, Donkey, and it's yours for just 3 coins. You won't get much farther without it, so I suggest you pay up.
Alright, we are getting the Baboon Blast, the Barellum Perilous.
You can now play the Barrel Blast courses. Find my pad with your ugly mug on it and press Z to launch yourself on your way. When you're in a barrel, press Z to fire yourself out. I'm not letting you have another potion yet. Come and see me on the next level.
Okay, next thing. Let's swap to Diddy. And let's unlock Diddy's new powers.
I've perfected another of my potions, Diddy, and it's yours for just 3 coins. You won't get much farther without it, so I suggest you pay up.
The Chimpy Charge, the Hirtus Cranium. I don't think Cranky's potions are tasty. Drugs aren't supposed to be tasty. You've got a powerful shoulder barrage, just press and hold Z and press B. It's too good for you, Diddy.
I'm not letting you have another potion yet.
Come see me on the next level. Right. So basically I can do this. That's going to be used to break some gates. But not all gates. There are very specific things in order to bypass very specific obstacles. And there are several times where I'm going to be up against an obstacle, and it's not going to be clear which of the, 10 options I have is going to deal with it. There we go. Oh yeah, also your orange grenades can hurt you. Alright, I've gotten Diddy Kong's blueprint for this level. Diddy isn't a chimp, he's a spider monkey. I don't know if that's true. You know what? Actually, I think before I go into Snides, I'm gonna explore this way a little bit. Okay, so this is where Donkey Kong is going to get his blueprint. This is where yet another Kong is going to get their blueprint. And then at the end is an entire section of the level that is completely inaccessible until I get another character. Chimps don't have tails. Wait, holy crap, you're right. That's one of the distinguishing features of apes. Apes don't have tails, monkeys do. You are completely right. Huh. I never put that together. Alright, another banana for Diddy. That's what we need, Kong. Another golden banana for you. So every time you give him blueprints, you get to see a fun little thing. Oh, banana. Okay. You can also see all the blueprints that you've gotten. As you can tell, there's a lot of them. Also, luckily, pretty much every time you find Snide, there is going to be a, like a tag barrel near him. So you can quickly switch to a different character. Okay, next thing. Let's get my blueprint. There we go. Nice. Tiny doesn't have a tail, even though her sister Dixie does. Oh, well, that's actually very easily explained. You see, Dixie is a freak. And I mean that in both a derogatory term and in a way. Dixie's the kind of freak you want to get to know. Alright, next blueprint. We're going to be seeing little scenes like this a lot. So, get used to them. Oh, banana. Whoop. Hold on. Important message on my phone here. Just need to respond real quick. Do 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 do. Okay, cool. Oh, good. Pokemon Legends ZA is going to have ranked PvP. That's probably going to be healthy for the community. Dixie's the kind of freak you want to get to know. I'm saying Dixie seems like fun. Alright, let's get DK another thing. So this is what Cranky's move let me do. I can blast off pads into barrel challenges. They are extremely annoying. I have to line up my shots just right. And if you get it wrong, you might miss out on coins and bananas. And if you miss out on coins and bananas, you're basically just going to have to do it again. Like right there. I'm going to have to do this whole thing again because I missed bananas. Okay. That is 4 of the 5 bananas on this stage for Donkey Kong. I cannot afford to miss any bananas. I am going for 100%. There we go. And they're not really lined up all that well. As you saw, even a successful hit on the bananas overshot the target barrel. This is going to be a consistent issue in those stages. Luckily, there's not too many of them. I think there might be like 4 or 5 of those throughout the entire game. Open it up. Ouch. Enemies also respawn, and they can have a pretty big wandering radius. And sometimes you get to turn into animals. To return to being DK, press and hold Z, and then press the left. Press and hold B to charge and attack. Okay. So we have a DK switch there. a Diddy switch there. Another character's switch here. And yet another character's switch here. Alright, Ramby. Also, there are very, very strict boundaries about where you can and can't go in animal forms. These will never be clearly telegraphed. Ever. But first, let's finish our bananas. And that is going to be DK's final banana for the stage. Oh, and also, here's another fun feature of this game. The banana coins and bananas for other characters that you haven't unlocked yet. Yeah, those will not show up until you actually unlock those characters. God damn it. So, the fact that I've been running all over this level means absolutely nothing about knowing where I'll need to take other characters as I unlock them. Here is the first banana fairy, which I can't actually do anything with. Every character, or every level has 2 banana fairies. And I think, aside from getting this last switch with Diddy, we are pretty close to being completely done with everything we can do in this level right now. So, yeah, I have 50 seconds to get a banana that is very, very far away, requiring me to move very, very quickly. Here we go. Oh, wrong one. Okay, Diddy's up to 3 bananas here. And this golden banana is for DK. And that is DK's 5th and final banana for Jungle Japes. And I think... here is the collectibles I know about so far. There are more that haven't shown up yet. But 200 golden bananas in the game, 40 blueprints, 40 banana medals, 10 battle crowns. There will be more. But I think I'm ready to go fight the boss now. Some of the bosses in this game are really hard. Howdy, Donkey. We can help you progress through your quest. But there's just one problem. I want to reach the key above my head to open this door for you, but I've eaten far too much. I reckon that if you can feed my buddy Scoff over there, he might be able to overcome my slight weight problem. So if you've got any tasty bananas, go stand on our pad and let's see what we can do. So, those portals lead to this room. And this room unlocks the boss of each stage. You need to feed a certain number of bananas in order to get them. And again, it's character specific. So if I wanted to feed him any more bananas from Diddy, say if the door was like 110, I'd have to swap to Diddy. But luckily there is a tag barrel in all of the boss rooms. Also, the bosses are character specific. So it's time for DK to go take on the first boss of the game. It's a giant armadillo. Specifically, the Armadillo. He's a grower, not a shower. The first thing, dodge its attacks. Then it puts out its head. And we throw an explosive barrel at its face. He gets badly electrocuted. And then we do it again. It keeps getting faster, and the window of opportunity to actually hit him will keep getting smaller. Look, all you need to know about ape and monkey politics you can learn from watching the original Planet of the Apes. Chimps are scientists, orangutans are politicians, and gorillas like to kill people. Whereas the chimps and the orangutans only like to, dissect people. Okay, got him. And there we go. That's the first boss beat. And this gives me a key that I can take back to K. Lumsey's cage.
Ah! Nice going, DK! That looks like one of the keys to K. Lumsey's cage, what?
Cool. And then all the boss portals disappear. So, I believe that's all I can do in here for now. So, let's leave the level and open up stage 2. Hello. Da, 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 da. All I know is the hot ones are candy, Tiny Kong's older design from that one tennis game, and also DK. That's all I need to know. I believe Portal 1 goes to K. Lumsey's cage? Yes, it does. Hey, K. Lumsey! Let's open up the next one. Not gonna lie, I don't know why it didn't show up for Quill that I talked about chimps just now. Okay. Let's go. If I can get all 5 characters unlocked before I end today's episode, That would be a real tough thing to achieve. But it would mean that starting on the next stream, I can basically be trying to 100% every level as I first go in them. Okay. It also does not help that on the DK aisles there is also a blueprint and 5 bananas for every character. 5 golden bananas. At least there's not 100 colored bananas per character on the overworld, at least. So, in that regard, they are slightly merciful. Guess YouTube doesn't like it. Quill, you gotta switch to live oh. That's actually a good point. It doesn't actually seem to let me switch to live chat. Let me see here. What if I click moderation activity? Doesn't really say. Oh, wait, there it is. There it is. Okay. Hold on. Right. Talked about how chimps only want chaos. Chimps are more likely to maul someone. Because gorillas you can negotiate, not with chimps, they just want chaos, so on. Okay. I had never thought to do that in my streams. That is something I'm going to have to make a point of from now on, though. Okay. Diddy Kong. So I believe Diddy can break these with his charge. Diddy cannot break those with his charge, obviously. That would be silly. But Diddy can bang some gongs. Which shows us our first proper bonus barrel. Which we cannot reach. Alright, guy needs 5 bananas. Like a layer of unnecessary villagers on top of unnecessary villagers of live chat. That meddlesome monkey should be burnt to a crisp by now. Where's that armadillo? Oh no, the armadillo has become a nudist.
I'm sorry, Master. He was too quick for me. I'll get him next time.
Imbecile. I don't like failure. Do you know what happens to failures? No. I've waited too long for this. I won't let those flea-bitten monkeys ruin my plans this time. Okay. Welcome to Angry Aztec. Oh, I feel a sneeze trying to come. Ah, that felt better. Okay, so already I see something I would need DK to do. Listen to me. The key to my freedom lies in the clouds. Good to know. But while I'm here, let's check the top of these trees. Okay, every one of them is yellow bananas. And let's go unlock another one of our abilities. They did not need to have those angles. She does not need to have tits that big. It does not need this music. Well, hello, Diddy. You just take it easy and let Candy tell you how she's gonna make you feel real good. Why, for just a few little old coins, you can have my musical instruments and extra melons, too. Come on now, Diddy. For just 3 coins, I'll show you my musical instrument, and I'll throw in an extra melon for free. Okay. I do not think it is inaccurate to say that Candy is being explicitly sexualized. So every character also has an instrument. Stand a little closer, Diddy, and I'll show you how to use your instrument. Press and hold Z, then press right. The sound wave blast will deafen most Kremlings, but will also reduce the instrument's energy. Top up its energy by finding someone with headphones. You won't lose any energy if it's played when you're standing on a music pad. And all sorts of amazing things are likely to happen too. You've all got another melon too. Hopefully it makes things a little easier. You'll have all the latest stuff from me. Come see me later, okay? That was deeply uncomfortable. That was very uncomfortable to voice. So, yeah. They just absolutely treat Candy Kong as a piece of meat in this game. That's just the reality of it. And now we're all going to have to deal with the fact that Candy Kong is treated like a piece of meat in this game. Okay, first things first. We go over here. Okay. We need Diddy's instrument on this pad. But while I'm here, let's look around, see what we can find. But for me, the issue was more she was being horny around Diddy rather than she was just being horny. You really don't get it. That's the way Candy is going to interact with every character. Male or female, child or adult. That's just her personality. So, instrument pads. These have effects that change something in the stage. Musical instruments also kill most enemies on the screen. but they are very limited. Okay. We have another barrel for a character I haven't unlocked. So here is the cranky for this level. There's also some balloons for DK. Thank God we'll be able to teleport back. Okay. DK's probably got enough coins for this. Another potion. 5 coins for the Strong Kong. Strongnum Congus. Listen up, DK. Jump into my barrel with your furry face on it, and you'll become temporarily invincible. Depending on how long your crystal coconuts last. Not letting you have another one. See me on the next level. So, every character has a special ability that is activated by jumping into Cranky Kong barrels. Well, just basically a barrel with that character's face on it. And all of those barrels consume crystal coconuts. And crystal coconuts are shared between characters. So sometimes you're just going to be screwed where you really need crystal coconuts to do something, but you don't have any. And you really don't want to be picking up extras. Come on. Want to make sure you're getting all the coins you can get. Some of the later upgrades are very, very expensive. We're just gonna have DK check around the levels real quick. Looking for any bananas. Cool. Here is the headphones. But DK can't really do anything with them because I did not get DK's instrument yet. Boom! Alright. Barrel blast time. There we go. Well, don't they reuse the orange grenade sprites for Diddy's, Tiny's, and Lanky's idle animation as balls? Yeah, they do. Okay, we saved the camel. And that makes some switches appear on this. Oh, okay. So apparently I can go in here right now. That's good. And there is another character to unlock in here.
Who's there?
Can you come in here and give me a hand? Alright. So we have opened up another part of the level. And this sub area is so big, it even has its own teleporters. Ouch. Excuse me, sir. Okay. Anything over here? No. Here's our first banana fairy for this level, which, again, we can't actually get. I can't do anything with that door. Okay, here we go. Oh my god. Ouch. Okay, and this causes yet another change on some random place out in the level. And then we come back and immediately die. Oh, there we go. Hello. Okay, can't do anything to Gobi right now. Hello, sir. Thank you. This is Bongos, isn't it? Yep, of course it is. Okay, so I can't do anything in there. I will have to come back. What's the first video game you guys remember playing? The original Mario Brothers. Okay. So we have a whole other pyramid over there. I would really like to get in here. How many bananas are we going to need for the boss? Just 120? Okay. That should be pretty easy. Again, the goal for today is just to get everything unlocked. Okay, so he doesn't have anything new to sell me. Whoop. Let's see. Okay. Time for our first bit of crystal coconut power.
What? This ability uses your crystal coconuts. Cancel the move by holding Z and pressing the left.
So while we are invincible, we're going to run down here, which of course has a red. Alright. Which of course has a red banana balloon in it.
Welcome to
Alright,
bonus
proper bonus barrel, Stealthy Snoop. Sneak around the maze to the checkered flag. Okay. So I have to not let myself fall into the light of any of the Kremlings. Also, I don't actually know where the end of the maze is, which is just really pleasant.
Welcome to bonus stage.
Okay, that's a dead end. Crap. There we go.
Well done!
Alright, so that's a golden banana for DK. Oh, banana. And that was actually the first banana I've gotten in this level. We'll just teleport out. No need to waste my limited resources. More banana coins. There is a lot of stuff to activate. We've got a bunch of Diddy Kong bananas. You always want to make sure that you're looking around frequently, and you need to have a good memory about where you find things, since you're going to have to rehash them with multiple characters. Hello. What fictional world would you all pick to live in? Good question. Maybe Adventure Time, honestly. It can be kind of dangerous, but you've got all sorts of science and technology access. There's interesting people. Nothing there. Okay. Can't do anything with that. I have to be very methodical. God damn it. No bananas up here. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! No bananas up there. Headphones, I've got... Let's see. Boss portal. Okay. Some of the bees like to drop bombs on you. I'm going to have to unlock the third stage of the game. In order to have access to all 5 characters. Okay, I can't actually afford that. Damn it. Trying to keep straight where all the teleporters connect to is a real problem. Where does 4 go? Okay, 4 is the armory. Alright, so 4 armory, 3 cranky. Let's take Donkey back to see his not girlfriend. Okay, I don't have a teleporter for 2. That's an issue. When you're broke, not even your uncle gives you potions. Yep. If I have to thrash Bowser's Mini on Tuesday, who gives a shit? I get to race go-karts with the Italian incarnation of the indomitable human spirit. Yeah, exactly. Okay, we have now gotten a grand total of 2 bananas. Hey, Candy. Ouch. Alright, let's get the bongos. Nice. Thank you, Candy. Oh, okay, here's some stuff for Diddy. Hell yes. Okay, good. Diddy will be able to afford his crystal coconut power. And here is platform 2. Oh my god. Okay, so Diddy's blueprint is on top of this pyramid. Any switches I can activate right now? Yes. Oh. Okay. Cool. Okay, there's Teeny. Sorry, guys. I'm afraid they got me too. No. Let's not be stupid. Cranky Kong first. Absolutely Cranky Kong first. The Rocket Barrel Boost, the Boostum Highest. I'd probably hang out with Luigi more, I just can't call him the Italian incarnation of the indomitable human spirit. Though Paper Mario would actually be better, even though you're paper. So basically I'm going to be able to get a jetpack and fly around with guns. Diddy has a very, very, very good crystal coconut power. Whoa. Okay, I did not recall that the acceleration on it was that bad. Okay. So I need to fly through here. And again. Alright, and that releases the bird. Ah, freedom. Thanks, Diddy. If you fancy a test of your flying skills, come and see me at the jet barrel. Okay. Cool. Honestly, a test of my abilities sounds great. Hey, I can't fly any slower, and you still can't keep up? We'll have to start again. Oh, wait, we were racing? Oh, here you are, Diddy. Thought lost. Follow me around the level and fly through all the rings I leave behind. Okay. So we have unlimited crystal coconuts for this. Where? Wait, freaking where? Oh my god. This thing does not control very well. Oh, come on. That should have counted. What the freaking hell, man? God damn. I swear every goddamn game on the N64, that had flying decided that the best thing to do for flying in these style of graphics was to have you move through rings. Despite the fact that consistently you cannot tell how far away they are from you or their scale, because you lack reference points and shadows. You know, because it's a goddamn ring in midair. Okay, let's get those. Nice flying, Diddy. Perfect. There we go. Now, there was also the red barrel in here. And I'm dead. So my plan was to fly in there with the rocket barrel. But apparently, you can't fly in there with the rocket barrel. A fact which the game did not think was necessary to demonstrate or explain. That's okay. I don't actually lose anything when that happens. It also helps that every character actually has their own life bar. Enjoying the Paper Mario talk there, chat? I'm afraid I can't contribute much. I have not played the Paper Mario games. Okay. Cool. Alright. Crystal coconuts. And DK is now at maximum bananas for the level. Perfect. Okay. That is Diddy's blueprint. Whoop. Okay. Now let's see if we can't go rescue Tiny Kong. Okay. So we've got a pool of water. A bunch of tongues. God damn it. Okay. Oh. Okay. We need a go... We need to go across a really long tongue. There we go. And music pad. The wiki lists a separate N64 game before the 1,000-Year Door. Okay. So now I can access that way. Okay, that was the exit. Okay, it is still disappearing, I think. No, I don't think it is. Okay. Bad guys. Do I seriously have to do that again? It's actually going to make me do this again. Okay, alright, fair enough. I don't buy into scams. Are you referring to the Paper Mario 1,000-Year Door remake? Otherwise, I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to there. Referring to the Switch Online. I would certainly be willing to catalog it as inadequate, but I'm not sure I'd go so far as to call it a scam. It's a paid level that provides a level of service that, quite frankly, would be underwhelming as a free service. Yeah, that's a completely understandable perspective. Okay, so what's in here? Okay. So I assume I just need to hit letters to spell Kong. Here's a Diddy switch. Okay. So let's hit all of these in order. That's K. That's O. It would be really, really, really nice if I could just unlock Teeny and Lanky and then just head to the next level. But I can't. They need their special skills in order to do stuff in the next area. And they can't buy their special skills without banana coins. And they now have 2 different levels they have to check. So we have unlocked Teeny Kong, who will be playing the triangle, collecting purple bananas, purple blueprints, purple banana coins, and whose weapon will be the red feather crossbow. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that's for Teeny as well. So, to get everything for Teeny Kong, how many bananas am I needing to look for? Or banana coins am I going to need? It's either going to be 6 or 8 for Cranky, plus 3 for their gun, and plus either 3 or 5 for their instrument. So that's going to be the main limiting factor now, is just finding the coins to get our new characters up to speed. And there's a lot of stuff that they're not going to be able to do until I get those abilities unlocked. Let's... Whoa. Okay. There's four of them right here. That is really good. Okay. That is really, really good. So, first things first, let's go get my gun. No, don't get distracted by those. Go get the gun. Gun is important. Hello, is it 3 or 5? It's 3. Good. Alright, the feather bow. Okay. Any sign of any purple bananas or coins around here? Since, remember, they will not have actually shown up until now. Okay, if there's purple bananas there, there's probably purple bananas over here. Where are you all from? I live in Colorado. Come on. Okay. That's more bananas! Damn it. Until you unlock a character's crystal coconut barrels, you can't even collect crystal coconuts. Not even for other characters to use. Cranky has to teach you how to be able to pick up coconuts. Because the world is insane and makes no sense. Okay, and then... more bananas here. So we're already up to 34 purple bananas. That's pretty good. I am, unfortunately or fortunately, Asian from Nepal. Quill, is it in the U.S.? Yes, it is. Colorado is around the center of the U.S. Center and slightly west. In fact, geographically, I live in an area that you could describe as the middle west part of the United States. However, colloquially, it is not a part of what is usually called the Midwestern U.S. Because for some reason, and it really bothers me, and I will never stop getting bothered by it, the Midwestern United States, as they are frequently referred to, are all on the eastern half of this country. And I am convinced it is because no one over there knows how to read a goddamn map. Okay. My region is often referred to as the Southwest, which is naturally not on the southern half of the United States. Because again, we are proud Americans, and we do not need anyone telling us how directions or shapes work. Do you know India? Yes, I'm aware of India's existence. I've never been, but I could show you India on a map. I could tell you some things about India. I have a particular interest in theology as a field of sociological and historical context. So I'm actually relatively well versed in the precepts of Hinduism, among other things. So yeah, I know of India. Do you know Nepal then? Yeah, of course. Nepal is just north of India. India. Yeah, still possibly better than Texas. So, here's the thing you have to understand about Texas, okay? There are a lot of good things and a lot of bad things about Texas. And that is not surprising because, quite frankly, most countries in the world are smaller than Texas. So, not really a surprise. Teeny can now shrink with the crystal coconut barrels. So, obviously, in an area that big, there are a lot of good things and a lot of bad things. One of the bad things about Texas is that people from Texas like to assume that Texas is a singular unit and cannot be described or parsed. They get very protective of their Texas. Okay, there's some Diddy coins here. I should make sure to get those. Here's Teeny's blueprint. More coins. They're very protective of their Texas. Nice try, I want to burn this place down. Yes. However, when I say they are protective of Texas, what I would mean to say is that, Cole, given the opportunity to have Texas burned down, would you press the button to burn down Texas yourself, or the button to have Texas burned down by someone else? Assuming that there were no consequences in either direction. There is a streak of willfulness and independence that I think are hallmarks of the stereotypical Texas. And the stereotypical Texas ultimately is just practically a parody of reality. But that's the way these things go. Okay, so Teeny is now completely decked out. She's got all of her stuff from this stage. So I just want to get a couple more coins from in here, and then we will switch back to Donkey Kong. And we will unlock Lanky, and we will start trying to get all of Lanky's abilities unlocked. Okay. Okay. There we go. Some lovely banana coins. Is there anything else in this room? No. Okay. Have you been out of your country? Yeah, a few times. But I have not traveled nearly as much as I wish I could. I have a particular interest, and this stems from my fascination with theology. I have a particular interest in wanting to visit Cambodia, particularly the temple complex at Angkor Wat. I would so desperately love to visit Angkor Wat. India would be a fantastic place to stop as well. It's just an absolute melting pot of religious history. And then, of course, there's the great cathedrals of Europe. Assuming that things ever reach a relatively stable state, visiting Israel as well would be nice. There's plenty of fascinating historical stuff there. Okay. So, Teeny is now Teeny. And I'm trying to get Tiny Kong through there. Okay, got the banana. Oh. Okay, it's a combat challenge. Luckily, my crystal coconuts aren't draining anymore. But that's good enough for an O banana. So I'm sorry, I don't think they've known what a stable state is since calling it Israel. Yeah, it's not a great situation. And then, of course, there's temple complexes and historical sites all across the Middle East I would love to go to. It is a genuine tragedy that so many of them have been destroyed over the years in the name of nothing more than blind, pointless religious extremism. Oh, she's saxophone. The Middle East has always been and will always be a source of tribalist tension. That's simply a historical observation. That's just the way it is. The problem is that you've got, well, one of the many problems is that you have multiple groups. You know what? There's no reason to define any of it, but the Middle East is one of the most consistently populated areas in the entirety of human civilization. So there's just a crap load of history, and there's just always going to be tension there, you know? Okay. Guess you are Christian. I am not. If I had to define myself as something, I would say I am agnostic in a single word. I simply think the reality of spiritualism is unknown and unknowable, and it's a complete waste of time and energy trying to figure it out. I thought every U.S. citizen is Christian. Christianity is the most common religion in the U.S. A substantial portion of the population would not identify themselves as Christian. Others would represent themselves as Christian culturally, but not religiously. In much the same way that there are many people who would identify themselves culturally as Jewish, but would not consider themselves, like, actively practicing the Jewish faith. But the particulars of... religion fascinates me as a subject in terms of its mythology, its history, its philosophy. That's what interests me about religion. It's really an extension of my love for philosophy. And, also, I love history. And if you're going to study history, you would be insane to also be blind to the effects that religion and theology has had on the history of humanity. But I have no interest in and no fondness for any faith over any other. What's Jewish? Okay, so religions basically come as groups. Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Mormonism, and all the various offshoots of these different faiths are all what we call Abrahamic religions. That is because each of them in their mythology espouse that they descend from a man called Abraham. And over the centuries and millennia, the perspectives on what that faith is, how that faith should be practiced, what it means, what parts are more or less important than others, have been in a state of constant flux. The idea that religion is consistent across time is demonstrably false. It constantly evolves, as with every other aspect of human culture. What is taboo or acceptable in one century can become radically unacceptable in the next. Things constantly change, things constantly evolve. And just like with every aspect of culture, there will always be those who will try to pretend that these things do not actually change, that these aspects of culture are not, in fact, highly mutable. Because that makes some people feel extremely uncomfortable. They really want the idea of there to be, like, a consistent truth that is persistent across time and across space. Something that can be, adhered to and trusted in. And, in my opinion, such a thing simply does not exist. Or, rather, it may exist, but it's unknowable. I do not believe that human neurology and biology are capable of truly grasping the utterly alien shape of the universe and the things in it. But anyway, while we've been talking, I got Lanky Kong. So we are up to 4 characters. So at this point, my priority is finding coins. I need 9 coins for Lanky Kong to get all the stuff he can get on this level. That's going to be his gun, his instrument, and his move from Cranky. There's at least 2 in the different sects of Christianity have made their own versions of said books. It's all complicated. Ouch. Okay, here's some coins. Here's some coins right away. That is excellent news. My religion has a lot of religious books. Are you Buddhist, Hindu? I know that some religions have entire bodies of extended works. Orangutan, the Palmas Wacom. So, basically, this move lets me walk up difficult slopes. Sonaton. Okay. I am not as familiar with Sonaton. So I need another 5 purple coins to get all the stuff for Lanky. Hindu, as you know it. Hinduism is probably the religion that I find most fascinating from a perspective of study. It covers so many aspects. Like, there are aspects of... There are perspectives of Hinduism... Oh. Well, there's my other 5 coins. There are aspects of Hinduism which are monotheistic in their ritual. There are aspects which are polytheistic. There are aspects which are henotheistic. I just find it very fascinating. And I love any faith that includes a large number of commentaries as part of its religious canon. Oof. It is impossible to explore and learn everything. Yes, it is. I wish I could, though. The world is fascinating. Okay, Lanky! Lanky now has his move for the level, his instrument, and his gun. So now I have 4 characters. All 4 characters have unlocked all the moves they have available at this point. So let's take down the boss and let's move to the factory. Let's see if I can't manage to unlock the 5th and final character before I hit the 3-hour mark. I'm pretty sure this boss is for Diddy. Religion was likely developed as a result of the depths of the human psyche, as well as to unite people behind a seemingly achievable hope. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think human minds are simply so complicated that they naturally draw comparisons and patterns where none exist, and they enjoy fixating on those comparisons and patterns. And then these quickly form into rituals of behavior. And one of the things I think is a great example of this was I actually watched way back several years ago, the very first time that there was Twitch Plays Pokemon, which was one of the most fascinating things I've ever gotten to observe. Twitch Plays Pokemon ran for less than 2 weeks. It took less than 2 weeks for it to develop its own set of beliefs and rituals and stories. Purely because people like interacting with ritual and story. It's a way of connecting. It's a way of having fun. It's a way of perceiving patterns where there's seemingly only chaos. If you watch Twitch Plays Pokemon for the first week, you would literally watch a ritual canon develop right before your own there. It was truly fascinating. I really believe that superstition, ritual, and what we might think of as religious thinking spontaneously develop anytime you have people interact in groups. Certainly it takes a lot more time, and it takes a lot more reinforcement and iteration for, you know, a group of people sitting around shooting the shit to actually turn into canonized religion. But you can see proto-religion form. You can see patterns of ritual develop spontaneously in almost any human group of any size. You could go to any playground on any given day and observe children playing for 4 hours, and you would probably observe the spontaneous development of ritual. I think it's just a very human thing. Alright, let's unlock this next level. I really want to beeline this. I really want to get this 5th and final character unlocked. If on every future stream we can just go straight into this full speed, just go through stage by stage, 100%ing them as we go along, it's going to be very smooth. Whether people being united behind the hope of something was involved in the worth of religion, or something that came later as society developed, it joined at some point. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I could unlock the banana fairies right now. Nah, I'm gonna go straight into the next level. I really... Yeah, you can't get this one with Diddy. He's not fast enough. Alright. I've got about a half hour before I end the stream. Let's get that final character unlocked. Hope is a force few can surpass, a force to bear the weight of the world. Do you believe in a god that she exists? I absolutely believe that there are entities which exist in a state of being which is beyond our own. However, I believe that these entities are so beyond us, so alien to our experience, that attempting to... actually, I think I can just turn in all the blueprints I collected, huh? Yeah. I believe that such entities are so far beyond us in terms of the form of their existence that it is actually impossible for us to fully comprehend or conceive of them. I like to use an analogy of ants. Imagine that you have an ant farm. You could sit there and you could watch the ants regularly. You could observe the patterns in their behavior. You could observe the ways they interact, the things that they do. And you could very easily, for virtually no cost to yourself whatsoever, with no effort, you could easily give those ants absolutely everything they could ever need to survive. Enough food, enough water that they would never know want a day in their lives. To those ants, you would be as a god. You are an entity so far beyond them that the very nature of their biology makes it impossible for them to comprehend you or, you know, truly perceive you as what you are. I believe that that is probably the way that gods are. That they are simply so far above and beyond us that the day-to-day musings of our lives are completely inconsequential to them in any way. And that the efforts it would take for them to provide for our needs, if they were so motivated to do so, would be so negligible to their capabilities as to be practically costless. That's my general perspective on spirituality. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to go so deep into the, go down so deep into the god rabbit hole here. I am going to try to refocus my attention back on the game. Because I do need to pay careful attention. I seem to remember that unlocking the character in this next level is actually pretty involved. So I'm not going to go out of my way trying to find all the collectibles. We're just going to do what we need to do to get that 5th character. If we can. Let me through, buddy. You've remained very respectful, so I do not mind the digression in the slightest. I do try. There's one of the cogs. Get him! Whee! Catch me if you can! Hey, this kid's quick. What's that thing on his back? Okay, you two morons, here's your chance. Alright, welcome to the Frantic Factory. This level is going to be one of the banes of my existence on this playthrough. This level is a pain in the ass. There is the target. We want to find Chunky Kong. This is a very big and very confusing map. What does that do? Down this path. Okay, it opens it opens a hatch. I don't think that's timed or anything. So the first objective is to figure out where the hell I need to go. Ouch. Okay, down we go. Seems like this is the only possible direction I can go for right now. So, I guess... just follow the only path we can take. Okay, so this is the production area. Looks like there's a lot in here that Diddy Kong can do. Okay, here's a teeny. What does that do? Okay, that spawns a barrel up there. Don't think I can get that just now. Okay, okay, here's the room with Chunky. Here's the room with Chunky. So what do I need to do? Okay. What do you have to teach me? So for 5 coins... the Ponytail Twirl. The Roundium Roundus. I love this move. Teeny is now my favorite. Basically, she can do the hair helicopter spin like Dixie Kong in Donkey Kong Country 2. Like that. And that's going to be absolutely crucial. Okay, DK's got a lot of coins. So we can probably afford this. The Gorilla Grab. The Simium Stranus. Cool. Nice. And anything you can do for me, Candy? Nope. Okay. Again, just gonna stick with Candy for now. So, what might I need to do... to access this? If I can check how many... Damn. It's already been 2 hours. We're actually coming up on 3. We are at 2 hours 45 right now. How many coins do you have, Diddy? 12. Okay, perfect. Hello, gentlemen. Goodbye, gentlemen. What move do you teach me? The Simian Spring. Okay, perfect. The Lepus Largium. Good, 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 good. Okay. Cool. Okay. Oh! Okay, that barrel will probably launch me straight up. That might be how I unlock Chunky. Yes, 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 yes. This might be what I need. Ooh. Oh, nope, that doesn't get Chunky. That just lets me activate the Donkey Kong arcade machine. Because yes, this game lets you play the Donkey Kong arcade game. Crap. I would assume that since I am in the room with Chunky, that this is where I need to be to unlock Chunky. But I could be wrong. Where does this go? That's a grate. I can't do anything with the grate. Okay, so we activated this. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coil Quickcard, and welcome back to Donkey Kong. Alright, time for a real fun game, everybody. We gotta rescue Pauline. I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, I can do it. I believe in myself. Okay. There we go. Alright, stage 1 cleared. Okay. Okay. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap! God damn the fire. Oh, that is so disappointing. Alright, let's go again. Come on, DK. I believe in you. I think I have to beat the high score in order to unlock something. Someone better call Billy Mitchell. I'm about to break his record. Which, honestly, shouldn't be that hard, considering he cheated to get his record. Oof. Okay. Stay focused. Stay focused. Got it. Do. Stay focused. Okay. Okay. Can I lure the fire over to this side? Alright. I have already broken the high score. But can I win? I forgot that there was no forward momentum when you fall. God damn it. Alright. Well, Quill got high score. Okay, I don't think that actually accomplished anything. Eventually I will have to beat that. But it's not in immediate need. Come on. Let's try getting through here with Lanky Kong then. Come on, Lankers. Do. We've got a few coins. So that's a good start. Here we go. Yes!
Chunky free now. Thank you, friend Lanky. Chunky can collect green bananas.
Me weighted tag barrel. Okay. Okay. Mission accomplished. That is really, really damn good. Okay. So, Chunky... I've still got about 5 minutes before I end the stream. So, let's get some Chunky powers unlocked. Again, we're going to need, 9 coins to start for a gun, an instrument, and my first cranky move. There we go. That's enough to afford the first move. Perfect. And I think Chunky's first move is a punch, which I'll need to open areas in this level. The Hunky Chunky, the Crimsling's crashing. No. Okay, it was the Crystal Coconut's ability. So I'm going to need another 5 Chunky coins if I want to unlock the Punchy move. Well, let's have Chunky run around, see what we can find. Maybe we can get lucky and come across some more coins. Okay, so there's a banana under there, and it would give me 99 seconds to find it. So I don't think that's happening. Main objective is just green coins. Ooh, there's a lot of green coins in there. Damn it. Oh, okay, there's also green coins here. Perfect, and that's enough of them. Okay. I am curious if I take Chunky to Cranky in Jungle Japes, if he will still teach the move. Basically, my question is if the unlockables are tied to the specific level locations, or if it's a general flag that, like, they'll all unlock stuff. If I have at least advanced to that part. Hey, noob. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody disappeared. It's probably okay. It's probably not, like, something disturbing, some kind of harbinger of the end times or anything. I wouldn't worry. Of course, now that I have all 5 characters, now I have to be really careful to make sure that I collect everything. But would you believe me if I told you it is still not possible to 100% any of the stages? Because it isn't. There's an entire class of collectible that I cannot get yet. Yeah. Okay. Whoop. Do. Cranky, will you give me another move? Please? I'll be your friend. Okay, yes, you can unlock them. The Primate Punch, the Sandwichium Knuckles. Alright, cool. So, I still need his instrument and his gun. Okay. I think that's going to be it for today. I achieved my primary objective for this episode, which was to unlock every character. Starting on the next stream, we will actually be 100%ing each of the levels as we get to them. We're just going to start back in Jungle Japes, and we're going to 100% it, then we'll move on. Oh, boy. Be real cool if I had a gun right now. And, yeah, that's the plan. Honestly, not bad at all. Very good start to the series. Now I just need to find more green coins. But, oh. Okay. That is absolutely wonderful news. Okay. Ouch. Alright, so the last thing we'll do then is unlock Chunky's gun. And then, before the next episode, I will make sure that I get his instrument as well. Chunky gets a pineapple launcher. Pineapple launcher is pretty strong. Ooh. We can also afford our first ammo upgrade. Boom. Nice. Okay. So when next stream starts, I'll have Chunky's instrument. We'll be back here in Jungle Japes. We're gonna 100% it. We're gonna have a real good time. Thank you everybody so much for being here today. As always, I really appreciate it. And I will see you all in the next one. It is time to make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Wow, 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 wow.